Alright, so guys, you guys have probably played it through Piggy 2 Chapter 3, and basically, if you have not already, spoiler alert, you can actually go check out my video on it, but spoiler alert, Zizzy basically oofs. Well, she doesn't oof, she just gets infected, but yeah. But in this video, we're going to be talking about all these secret notes hidden all around the map, which actually contains some information about Foxy, some of his past, and some dark things about, and sad, mainly sad things about Tigry's past. But anyways, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Anyway, let's just get right into the video. Alright, so the first note is, it's inside the place where you place the smoke bomb, basically. When we are near, we need to make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we need to convince them we are near. Now that does not make a lot of sense. I think this is written by Willow Wolf or someone in top command, so that they can convince different people that they're super scary and then they're a big threat, and if you mess with them, you get oofed or something, or they infect you. We don't really know much about this. Now, the next note is, this place is run by maniacs. We need to leave before they find out we know too much. If you are reading this, stay away from here. Now, I'm not so sure who wrote this. I have a couple of theories. Either this is some sort of ex-TSP member, or maybe it's the people who run the oil factory, who used to run the oil factory. Maybe some people were left behind when they overthrew the oil factory and then turned it into Settlement 6. Or maybe this is written by Foxy. Maybe this is why they oofed. Maybe why they oofed him. And I'll have a separate video on that sooner or later. Now, let's get on to the third note. Third note is, hey, what happened to Foxy? I kind of like that guy. Was he relocated as well? Now, this one tells us three things. One, that there are multiple bases, there are multiple settlements, I think, maybe Settlement 1, Settlement 2, maybe Settlement 6 is the main settlement where the big boys are staying. And the other thing it tells us is that, one, Foxy was a TSP member, technically. Or maybe he was basically he worked as a circus fox, something like that. Like a circus clown, maybe he performed tricks or something like that. However, I don't think this is really the case. I think he was an ex-TSP member. He's a TSP member now, and he was well liked around the TSP base, apparently. Now, this person, whoever is asking this, I think maybe it's Tigry. Someone is asking, where did Foxy go? Now, obviously, they don't know the reality, but except Willow Wolf, but they don't know the reality that Foxy has been infected. He's stuck in a cage. Well, actually, after Pony hit him on the head, he's actually somewhere in the ground, apparently, outside in the carnival eggs area. Anyway, on to the next note. This is just basically a normal note. Dear Kitty, quit putting your pink clothes with our uniforms. My uniform is pink now, thanks to you. Now, this isn't really that significant. It just tells us that most likely Kitty is a girl, or maybe Kitty might be a boy. Maybe he likes pink, but I'm pretty sure Kitty is a girl. Now, on to the next note, which is basically, why do I have to be on oil extraction duty? I don't even know how this place works. Now, I don't know exactly who wrote it. Now, this basically confirms it. I don't know that they're apparently extracting oil from this area. Maybe they're going to sell it, but the thing is, who are they going to sell it to? There's an infection. Freaking, who are they going to even sell it to, unless it's not gone global? Now, this basically isn't that significant yet. We don't know who wrote this. Now, on to the next note. This is kind of weird, but it's actually a dirty note, so I think this is kind of old, or it's just dusty. But it's kind of dirty, so I'm assuming it's old. There are people outside. I fear them even more than the aggressive ones. I hope they don't find I'm hiding in here. Now, I don't exactly know who this is. Maybe this is Foxy. Maybe this is how he ran into them. how he ran into the TSP, or maybe it's some sort of random dude. It's most likely the person who said I should probably get out of here before they realize I know too much. I'm pretty sure that's the dude who wrote this, or maybe just some sort of random survivor dude. You know, he just came across this place, and maybe he was an ex-TSP member apparently. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's probably most likely an ex-TSP member. We'll have to wait to see. Now the next note is, this is actually about Foxy. Now this is where the sad backstory of Foxy comes in. My parents were never proud of me. I was always hurt and bossed around by everyone around me. I could be so much more useful to the group if they just gave me a chance. Signed off by T, which is basically Tigry. At least I'm assuming it's Tigry. So this tells us a lot of things. One, his parents weren't proud of him, and everyone around him hurt him or abused him and like bossed him around. They were mean to him, and the group, like TSP, they don't really give him a chance. They don't really trust him much. Maybe that's why, I don't know, maybe that's why he doesn't talk, because it explains in a note in chapter 2, the store, that he never talks a lot. But now on to the second Tigry note. They all took one look at me and just threw me away like I was nothing to them. Not Rash though. We were alike. We were friends. Signed again by Tigry. Now this kind of doesn't really this actually makes a lot of sense. Maybe the TSP members didn't treat Foxy that well. Maybe they didn't really like him. Maybe he brings up Rash. Maybe really what actually happened to them. We were alike. So I'm pretty sure he's not related. Otherwise he would just say he was a great brother, like we were alike. If he's a family member, then he would obviously not say we were alike. Maybe Rash was also like thrown away, like people didn't treat Rash that nicely, and Willow took care of him. Maybe that's why he became criminals, and maybe this is why he's like at the TSP base, because if you look at that, you realize that he is the one chasing us. All the other guys just stand. Foxy is like the bot. The bot is basically the main character of the chapter, and Foxy's the one chasing us all around. Maybe that's because he wants to prove something. Maybe he wants to prove that he's useful. That would make a lot of sense. Now, on to the final note. All I need is an opportunity to prove my worth, to rise above the rest. Then they'll see how impactful I could be. I'll let no one stop me from getting there. Signed again by Tigry. Now this is kind of weird. This sounds like he's gonna take he's gonna take out Willow or something. And also I also want to mention something about Rash. Maybe he's mentioning Rash. Either one, Rash could be infected because I don't see him there. I would assume that Rash would be there, or he didn't escape prison, but I'm pretty sure he did. And that's kind of weird because, you know, he wasn't there. He should be there because Willow Wolf, like, Rash was literally her best friend. And anyway, well, I'll have a new video talking about that. But like note 9, this makes it sound like Foxy, Tigry really wants to prove something. He wants to prove that he's useful. And another thing I want to mention, the reason people don't like him, he's probably a shy kid. He doesn't talk, and he actually also has anxiety because wherever the notes are, there are medicines like everywhere. You can just tell that he's sick. But anyways, guys, that is basically it for this video. If you liked it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to have tons of more theory videos coming out. It's on Foxy, and another one is on how Zebra could still be alive. That's kind of cool. And this is kind of slim that she's like not infected. This is basically not if she's infected or not. But anyways, that's it. I have tons of videos coming out, and there's a huge Easter egg in this map, or maybe it's in upcoming chapters. Minitune said that. It could be in this chapter, so I'll keep you updated on all the latest Piggy info. If you liked the video, as I said, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Stay home, stay safe, and goodbye!